It's that time. As my webcam says, you're not recording with audio. Yeah, because that's why I was doing an intro. Or whatever. So, as you can see in the title of the video, it seems like other places are doing like World Cup related burgers. I've seen from like the various sites. But after the Monopoly craze, I did have some breakfast stuff for the first time ever, and I'm sort of going to have to fake reactions when I do the next one. I was surprised, I will say that. It was actually pretty damn good. But we'll go into more depth as to what they do over here in the UK for breakfast. Hopefully at some point, considering how I don't really often get up for breakfast at sort of breakfast time, it sort of rules it out to some extent. But yeah, following on from the Monopoly stuff, Great Taste of America has come in for the next 8 weeks through to the end of, basically to the end of June. So there's still the chance for there to be sort of World Cup stuff after then, if they choose to do it. So first off, we'll get to the sides. We have Monterey Jack cheese melts. And they didn't give me any relish. Right. Have I got any spare from the other times? Salsa? No. Not salsa. It's not barbecue. It's not sour cream. I'm trying to see if I've got a spare rich tomato. Not very accessible or possibly in date. Which is annoying. Oh wait, is that one? That's a rich tomato dip. We'll use this. Planning, everybody. Dated February 2018. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. God damn it. I have too many sachets of sauce. God, let's hope this is still okay-ish. It still tastes right. Only a couple of months out of date, so yeah, I didn't get any dip, but spare came to the rescue, just about. It probably is somewhere around here. I've got too many dips, I need to throw some of these out. So here they are. They're sort of like peanut shaped. Just realised this is going to be a long ass video. I'm in 360p anyway, so I should be good. Because I think that's, yeah, it's the max, that's the lowest I can do. So sorry for the low quality, but in order to get a decent enough file size to be able to send over to Owen and whatever for you to be able to see this, quality does have to take a bit of a hit. So yeah, doesn't look too bad. They seem similar to what they've done before, so we'll see. I should probably try it without the sauce, because it's interesting. I thought Monterey Jack had more of a kick. Than what this was. Still good. Let me try one out of the second bag. It certainly isn't like a mozzarella or that sort of flavour, or like a soft cheese like there's previously been. They're good. It's just not entirely, because previously when I've had stuff with Monterey Jack, there's sort of been a somewhat of a kick to it, like a little bit of a spice. or a strongish sort of cheese flavour. Either way, that's pretty solid. So now we'll get onto the burgers. First thing to note, they seem to have, at least for this time, fixed the issue with the pricing. The chicken burger on its own is 10 pence more, like it was last time, but as a meal, they are now the same price, where I go it was $6.29 for both. Because if you remember the last time I had something similar to this, the chicken was 10 pence more, but in a meal it was 10 pence less. So it was cheaper to sort of buy that. And again, because the California chicken was 10 pence more, and then if you buy it as a meal, it's the same price. So obviously, it's only 10p, but it's still a saving. So we'll go to the one which is we'll go to the chicken first, because this is available all promotion round right through for the next 8 weeks, or depending when you're seeing this. It's on till the 26th of June if you're in the UK. So this is the Ranch California chicken with beechwood smoked bacon. As you can see, it's already sticking out the box. It's desperate. Then again, you'll see that as a trend. So we get the brioche style bun like we had the last time. Cheese a little stuck to the side. Try a bit of it. Good old slice of bacon sticking out there for desperate will. We got some lettuce. We got some of the probably the mayo sauce, tomatoes. Let's call the whole thing off. Nice bit of cheese, and the chicken looks pretty solid from what we can see. I'll go in from the bacon end. Just to taste the quality of the bacon first. Which I will say, the bacon that you get as part of the breakfast, I'll go into more details of it when I actually do a video, but I was surprised. It seems like they use somewhat streakier stuff at this stuff, but they actually use like pretty decent, like full-on back bacon for their breakfast stuff, which is a pleasant surprise. So yeah, the brioche style bun. Slightly different though to what you get with the signature, so it is different. So let's see what California tastes like, because I can't remember whether we did it the last time. We may have done, so this may be a re-review, but bear with me. But last time it was South African chicken, which is a little bit spicier. This time it's not as much. The sauce seems okay. It's just sort of a mild, sort of like mayo style relish thing. That was a good bit of everything. That is very nice. The chicken is very tender. The bacon goes with it very well. The sauce goes with it very well. The tomato complements it. And there's a mild spice there. But it's not an overpowering hot one. It's actually very, very good. Yeah, that is really, as a special availability burger, top marks. I really like that. I don't know whether I've had it before, as I say, because I'm not sure of the flavour. You'd have to look through my previous sip and snacks. And I don't know whether I've done anything yet on here regarding the taste stuff. I know I did some McDonald's stuff earlier on in the year. I think. Can't remember. But we'll see. So, the main one. So, in reverse order, for the last 2 weeks of June, We're going to have the Tennessee steak, which is barbecue. The Tex-Mex from like the end of May to mid-June, which I believe has got like nachos in and whatever. Which should be interesting. And of course spicy. We got barbecue in the Chicago stack, which from what I remember, that's the only new one from this range. But then again, I know that this is supposed to be a repeat, but I know that I've never had this because I was wary, and then I realised that Owen would like to have to make me content, and I thought I might as well go in somewhat at the deep end. The New York stack is back, and the reason why I didn't have it before is I'm buying a burger. Man. I'm buying a burger, not a bagel. Yeah. The big twist with this is, rather than being on a burger bun, it's on a bagel bun. And because the cheese is dripped through, I've got a giant dollop of cheese in the middle of it. It's like, yes, and this is what the pus looks like when it comes out. You expect it on the side for like it to ooze out the side, but not in sort of a giant glob in the centre. Obviously that's the way it's gonna do, because there's a hole in the bun. I mean, you can see it bloody there. Yeah, that looks wrong. Cheese tastes alright. Bacon looks the same as what we had in the California Ranch chicken. As does the lettuce. There is some... It said coleslaw. It said coleslaw was supposed to be in it, but if I'm looking at that at the top, there you go. It looks just more like a relish. Unless there's slaw somewhere in there. 2 burgers, cheese on the top and the bottom. This is going to be interesting to see where it goes, where it oozes, because there's a hole in the middle. Bottoms up. And it's stuck in my teeth. That bacon wasn't as good. So I don't know whether I've had like tomato sauce relish rather than coleslaw, because I did notice from like some people that have reviewed it, because it came out Wednesday and I'm doing this on the Friday, that people were complaining quite a bit about the coleslaw, possibly because there was too much. But then I'm sort of looking at this and, okay, there is a little coleslaw, but not that much. If it's that. Yeah, I can smell that it's coleslaw. I don't know if you can sort of see the white little bit. It's like, I can't really show it. But you can see the sort of white little bit just like there. Angle. Bloody, I'm not in there. Just sort of there. I think that's the slaw. There is not that much of it though, compared to what some people were saying. So now I've got to get all the way over to that. So this might take a while, kids. The style of the bagel doesn't help either, because obviously because it's a bagel, it's a somewhat crustier thing rather than a softer bun like you get with normal ones. Therefore, you need a big old mouth to be able to get round, 2 pretty thick burger patties, and the bagel bun itself. other slaws you can out over here. I'm probably better biting at this end to get an idea. The burger's nice. The beef. That I can't deny. I don't know whether they've purposely cut down on the slaw because of reviews, or whether I just got picked a bad one. I don't know. I think the size of it is a little too much for average mouths, because I'd say I've got a pretty big mouth. So it just, but even then, it's sort of like sort of having to open my jaw wider than I would like with the chicken, or I'm guessing with the rest of them, because they'll be softer buns. I've got a bit more squeeze to them. But the content's alright. I'm just a little bit surprised about the very little coleslaw. But then again, I don't know whether that was because people didn't like the coleslaw, because the one review that I did see said that the only negative point really was the slaw. Or coleslaw, whatever you want to call it. So, the California chicken I really recommend. And I'd say, you know, the bagel is pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's excellent, having been my first time having it. We might have to see, you know, if they do it again and change the recipes, what it will be like. But certainly, the California Ranch chicken, stay bon. Stay bon. So yes, the idea will be that I'm going to do the other ones as well. So you'll be seeing the Chicago one next, followed by the ones that I can show you in camera because they're on the side of the box, the Tex-Mex, and then the Tennessee. So it'll be New York, Chicago, Texas, Tennessee. So we're sort of going anti-clockwise, because New York, Chicago, then to Texas, and then back to Tennessee to some extent. I don't know. So yeah, so just to sort of save title space, I'm probably just going to put the abbreviated state. So for this video it's CA and MY. Then of course we'll get Illinois for Chicago, Texas for Texas, Tennessee for Tennessee, and all that. So while I enjoy that, hopefully you click the subscribe button, you click the like button if you enjoyed this, if you want to see me do more of this content, whatever. I also do gaming stuff. I do wrestling stuff myself or with Owen. Owen also does Sip and Snacks, along with Halloween Horror Night sort of related stuff, at least from the archives. And then you've got AJ with the movie reviews and verses and all those sort of things. So yeah, we've got a whole breadth, words that I can't pronounce here on the channel. Click on the channel link and you'll see all the playlists that we've got of all the various little series we've done over the years as we get to our 5th anniversary. Apparently, I was told this on Monday and I was like, man, I feel old. That would be a good way to end this video. Or would it? Yes, it would.